Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'll be giving you my tips on how to stop or reduce hair breakage. I've realized that with us natural hair girls, most of us think our hair is not growing, but the problem is we are not retaining the hair length on our head. So after a year we're thinking, oh, our hair is not growing, but that means you're breaking off your hair as you were growing it. So I wanted to give you my tips on how I have learned to significantly reduce my breakage, my hair breakage. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, and hopefully our hair will grow all the way down to our butt cheeks. Amen. So my first tip would be moisture. Our hair cannot thrive or survive without moisture, especially when you've got natural hair or kinky hair. It needs moisture. So you want to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair, because if you have dry hair, it is more susceptible to breakage, and your hair moisturizing routine will be dependent on how your hair is styled. So if I've got my hair in twists, which is one of my favorite protective styles, I'm not going to be moisturizing my hair every day. But if I have my hair out, I will be gently spritzing my hair with water and oil every day. But with twists, I always moisturize my hair like once or twice a week. So you have to find a good balance depending on when your hair is out, because if your hair is completely out, it is more easier for the moisture to leave your hair. And always make sure that you are not waiting for your hair to be dry first before you are moisturizing your hair. You want to have a good balance so that your hair is not like literally on the verge of breaking off first before you are moisturizing your hair. The second tip would be how you detangle your hair. So this is very important because this is where a lot of the breakage happens. So for me, in the past, I would detangle my hair like crazy. I would comb through my hair again and again and again, and I always wanted to make sure that I could literally run my hands through my hair before I would think, okay, my hair is properly detangled. And when your hair is not completely stretched, it's very hard for your hair to be that detangled. So for now, I don't detangle my hair to the point where I could literally run my hands through my hair. The way I detangle my hair is I first finger detangle, and then I use my tangle teaser, which I believe is more gentler on my hair than using a wide tooth comb. So that's how I detangle my hair. If you can, I would say finger detangle all the way through your detangling phase, because I think that's the best way to retain length. I think at some point of my natural hair journey, I only finger detangled, and that was last year, 2021. But now I've become a bit more lazy. I don't really have time to finger detangle my hair completely. So what I do is I finger detangle my hair first, and then I gently use my tangle teaser. But I never try and detangle my hair to the point where I could literally run my fingers through my hair. No, that's not me. As long as it's manageable, that's what I want. So please be gentle with your hair when you're detangling your hair, because that's when all the breakage usually happens. So be gentle with your hair. The third tip is avoid using too much heat. If you are always straightening your hair, blow drying your hair like every week, your hair is going to be very dry and it's going to thin out and break more. So what you want to do is make sure, if you like to straighten your hair, you are not straightening your hair more than 3 times a year. I have never straightened my hair, to be honest, and I have no intentions of doing so anytime soon. But I love to blow dry my hair because it's a very quick way of getting my hair stretched. But even when I blow dry my hair, I don't put my blow dryer on the highest heat setting. I make sure that when I blow dry my hair, I use the tension method and use the medium heat setting, and that has helped my hair significantly, I believe. And I love it when my hair is semi straight or semi stretched and has a lot of texture in it. So This is a blow dried hairstyle, but I didn't use the highest heat, so it has a lot of texture in it, which I love. So I will encourage you to limit the amount of heat that you use on your hair. And I only blow dry my hair less than 5 times a year. So reduce the amount of heat that you use on your hair, and your hair will thank you. The fourth tip is always keep your hair stretched. So with 4C, 4B hair, you want to make sure that you are stretching your hair, because even though shrunken hairstyles are very beautiful and it shows the diversity of our hair, I prefer to wear my hair stretched, because I've realized that when I wear shrunken hairstyles, my hair tangles up very quickly. I get a lot of single strand knots, and I can't be bothered having to go through it and detangle my hair and try and minimize the breakage that I'll receive. So for me, I don't wear shrunken hairstyles. When you are stretching your hair, there's a lot of different ways that you can do to stretch your hair. You don't always have to use heat. You can twist your hair to stretch your hair. You can braid your hair to stretch it. You can use African threading. I've got a video where I did the African threading method to stretch my hair. And you could also blow dry your hair on very low heat, as I've mentioned already. So instead of wearing shrunken hairstyles, try and stretch your hair as much as possible. And for me, that means I do not wear my hair in a wash and go hairstyle, because I'm just imagining all the single strand knots that I will have at the end of the day, and the fact that I would have to detangle my hair afterwards. Nah, so I don't do wash and goes, and I highly doubt that I will ever do a wash and go in my natural hair journey. That's not gonna happen. The fifth tip would be avoid over manipulation of your hair. So the best thing I can do for my hair is putting my hair in a protective style. It's just left alone, it is tucked away, it's protected. I'm not putting my hands in my hair, because the more I put my hands in the hair, my hair will receive some breakage or shedding, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So if you're putting your hair in a protective style for 2 weeks and then you're removing the braids and then reinstalling another protective style, I believe that that's too much tension or too much stress on the hair. So for me, I would say try and leave your hair in a protective style for at least a month, so that your hair has been well rested, your hair has been left alone. So don't always over manipulate your hair. The more you're doing to your hair, the more breakage you will receive. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that I've been doing a lot of shorts showing how I style my hair, but to be honest, I don't wear my hair out like this to work or outside of my home. I just do these videos on Saturdays and Sundays and then show it to you, and then I put my hair in a U-part wig, because I just want to leave my hair alone. And I've been manipulating my hair more often because of the videos that I've been creating, but for now I'm gonna go back to my old ways. I'm going to put my hair in a protective style, because I've realized that my hair is thinning out a bit, so I'm going to give my hair a much needed break. So yeah, try and avoid overly manipulating your hair. The next tip would be careful of certain hairstyles. So some hairstyles might help to retain someone's hair, but it might not be treating your hair so favorably. So for me, my example would be cornrows. I've seen so many videos on YouTube talking about how they've managed to grow their hair using cornrows, but my hair never liked cornrows. I received a lot of breakage after I had removed each time I have removed my cornrows, because my hair, I felt like it was causing a lot of tension on my hair, and my hair just didn't like that protective style. So now what I do is twist. So I'm just saying this to say that find a protective style that works well on your hair and doesn't cause a lot of tension and breakage on your hair. If you see those tiny bumps on your forehead after you've installed a protective style on your head, just know that that was causing a lot of stress on your hair, and it will make your hair more susceptible to hair loss. So be wary of certain hairstyles and find the hairstyle that allows your hair to retain as much length as possible. The next tip would be wary of hairstylists. I've realized that with black hairstylists, they're very good at styling the hair, so they will slay your wig or slay your braids, but they're not good at catering to your own hair. They're not concerned about the health of your hair. So if you've got a hairstylist who you know is gentle or patient with your hair and will detangle your hair very gently, then of course stick with that person. But if you've not found one yet, try and use a hairstylist who your friend has told you is very good at catering to natural hair. So try and avoid hairstylists that you don't know how they cater to natural hair, and that will save you a lot of stress. The next tip would be try and not become a product junkie. I know this is easier said than done, especially once you start your natural hair journey. You want to experiment to find products that work for your hair. But if you've already found products that work well for your hair, there's no point in buying other products just because Cream of Nature or Cantu has come out with a new line. That doesn't mean you have to buy those products if you've already found products that work well for your hair. The next tip would be how you treat your hair during your wash day routine. Always wash your hair in twists because it makes it easier for you to wash your hair, and it also reduces shrinkage, which could cause matting and single strand knot. The next tip would be always make sure you pre-poo your hair before you wash your hair, and always make sure you deep condition your hair after you've washed your hair, because as we all know, shampooing your hair strips your hair of its natural oils and moisture. So you want to make sure that you are applying some products on your hair first before you are shampooing your hair, so that you are not completely stripping your hair. The last tip would be protein treatment. So if your hair is always breaking off, it's shedding excessively, that could mean that your hair is due for a protein treatment. Our hair is made up of keratin, which is the protein that is found in our hair. So you want to make sure that you are supplying your hair with protein as well. So for me, I do my protein treatments every 3 months or every 2 months when I wash my hair. If you are someone who is very sensitive to protein, I would say do a protein treatment every 4 months instead, because if you are doing protein treatments too often, that could make your hair very hard and it will be more susceptible to breakage, which we do not want. So use protein with caution. This is the end of my video. I hope you can use these tips in your hair regimen or hair routine and retain as much length as possible. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, bye.